Hello students, so in this video, I'll talk about bond polarity and molecular geometry. Okay, so here are the objectives. Calculate and classify polarity of compounds, determine their polarity based on their electronegativities, determine the polarity using the shape or the geometry of compounds. So as a recall, we already know covalent compound. So pag sinabi natin covalent compound, this involves sharing of electrons. Okay? So, nagkakaroon ng sharing of electrons or ng valence electron. Remember na ang basis dito is octet rule. Okay? Paano mo malalaman kung ilan yung i-share? Babalik sa octet rule. Kailangan makomplete nila yung 8 valence electron so that they will achieve stability. Okay, so that they will be stable. Most of the elements need 8 valence electron kasi nga octet rule, kaya 8. Pero si hydrogen, ang kailangan niya lang ay 2. Okay? Kasi yun lang naman yung shell ni hydrogen hanggang 1s. S orbital can carry 2 valence electron. So in this first example, we form single bond. See, for example, we have CH4. So, that's methane. So, okay, dito na si gilid. Si carbon na may 4 valence electron. So, bakit 4? Kasi nandun siya sa 4A column. Okay? Sa periodic table of elements. Parang ganito. So, nandito si carbon. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, nandito siya sa pang 4. Okay? Ayan. So, meron siyang 4 valence electron. So, kailangan niya ng another 4 to complete the octet. So, magbabond siya ngayon sa hydrogen. So, si hydrogen na may isang valence electron. Ayan. So, kailangan niya lang ng dalawa. So, mag-share lang sila. Okay? Ayan. So, they form single bond. So, parehas silang na-complete na nila yung octet. Though, again, si hydrogen, dalawa lang yung need niyang i-complete. For the second example, we have oxygen. So, si oxygen nasa anong column? Nasa 6A. So, therefore, meron siyang 6 valence electron. So, si oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this is O2. So, kailangan pa nung isang oxygen ng dalawa, yung isang oxygen ng dalawa. So, mag-share sila ng dalawa. So, kung bibilangin mo yan, this is 2, 4, 6, kasi nag-share na 8. Okay? And then, yung kabilang oxygen, stable na rin siya. 2, 4, 6, 8. Dalawa na yung bilang natin sa bond kasi sharing. Okay? Now, for nitrogen, so si nitrogen ay ilang valence electron? May 5. Should be this one. So, may 5 siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Pero knowing na tatlo pa yung kailangan niya kasi nga 5 valence electron. So, kailangan pa niya ng 3. Ito, i-adjust na natin tong lone electron dito. Dito na siya para mag-share sila. Now, we form triple bond. Nakompleto ba yung octet? Check natin. So, this is 2. Tapos, itong isang line, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay? So, another 2, 4, 6, 8. Ayan. So, ito yung pang 8. So, therefore, meron siyang triple bond. Ayan. Triple bond. Okay? And then, so, meron siyang 1 lone pair each. Okay? So, may 1 lone pair each. Yung nitrogen. So, ayan. Okay. So, babalikan natin yung Lewis structure mamaya sa lesson. So, now let's talk about bond polarity. So, pag sinabi natin bond polarity, yung polarity ng covalent bond na na-form. So, when we say polarity, it comes from the word poles, diba? So, we say na merong pole, halimbawa, yung magnet, merong positive at saka negative poles. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating dipole, meron siyang dalawang pole, positive and negative, kaya nagkakaroon ng polarity. Okay? So, bakit nagkakaroon ng polarity? Dahil sa distribution ng electric charge. Siyempre, kapag equally distributed, walang pole. Okay? Again, pag equal distribution, halimbawa, equally distributed yung charge. Ito yung molecule. Andyan, may charge. Wala siyang negative or positive kasi nga equally distributed. Pero kapag ka unequally distributed, so halimbawa, ito yung molecule, tapos dito, mas madaming electron kesa dito sa side na to, then, unequally distributed siya. Okay? So, kung mas maraming electron dito, then this becomes the negative side and this becomes the positive side. Okay? So, magkakaroon ng polarity. So, yun yung main reason. Okay? Another is, bond polarity of a bond depends on their electronegativities. So, kung babalikan natin si electronegativities, pag sinabi nating electronegativities, ano nga ito? This is the ability of an atom to attract electrons, 'di ba? Yan. So, attraction ng electrons. Kapag ka mataas yung electronegativity niya, nakaka-attract siya ng mas madaming electron. So, halimbawa, ito, this is H2O. Water molecule. So, kung titingnan natin si hydrogen tsaka oxygen, kunin natin yung electronegativity. Ayan. So, si hydrogen, ano ang kanyang electronegativity? 2.20. Si oxygen, 3.44. Okay? Ayan, puro electronegativity yan. So, 2.20 tsaka 3.44. 2.20, 3.44. This one, so si oxygen, highly electronegative, ibig sabihin, mas makaka-attract siya ng mas madaming electron. Kaya, pag tiningnan mo yung polarity mismo ng water molecule, ibig sabihin nito, more electrons are attracted towards oxygen. Okay? Kasi nga highly electronegative siya. Therefore, nagkakaroon ng dalawang pole, positive at saka negative. In this case, we call it partial positive or partial negative. Bakit partial lang? Because electrons are moving. Electrons are attracted to a highly electronegative element. Okay? So, we use this delta, symbol delta, to indicate partial negative and partial positive. So, therefore, more electrons are attracted towards the highly electronegative element. Okay? Which is oxygen in this case. So, nagkakaroon ulit ng polarity. So, that means unequal distribution of electrons. So, pag nagkakaroon ng unequal distribution of electrons, then, meron tayong polar bond. Siyempre, kapag equally distributed, non-polar. Okay? Wala siyang polarity. So, when talking about bond polarity, we have this partial charges. So, again, partial charges is denoted by Greek letter delta. Ayan. So, nagkakaroon ng, nabanggit ko na, unequal distribution of electrons. So, because mas mataas yung electronegativity ng isang element. And we also have dipole moment. So, pag sinabi natin dipole moment, tinitingnan natin yung overall overall dipole ng isang molecule. So, halimbawa, this one is carbon dioxide, CO2. So, although si oxygen and si carbon will have similar bonds, so therefore, equally distributed, ang overall dipole niya is 0. Or tinatawag din natin na net dipole or net dipole moment. Okay? So, that means equal distribution of electrons. So, si carbon, nag-share siya ng dalawang electron sa kabilang oxygen, then dalawa ulit sa kabila. So, equal yung hatak ng molecule. While for this one, ang overall dipole niya would be equivalent to a value of an angle. So, pwede yung angle dito. And also, obviously, may dipole moment kasi nga, unequal distribution of electrons. Okay? So, paano natin malalaman yung polarity? Aside from knowing na unequally distributed siya, so, syempre not all the time merong molecule, diba? Molecule model. So, itsura ng non-polar is ito, again, because of equal distribution of atom. So, halimbawa, chlorine gas or Cl2. So, yan, yung chlorine, equally distributed at nag-share sila. In this case, hydrochloric acid, nakikita mo na may unequal distribution ng, ayan, mayroong unequal distribution ng electrons. Okay? Pag ionic bond naman, nagkakaroon ng transfer of electron. So, iba na yun. Transfer of electron, hindi na siya sharing. Pero, nagre-result ng ions. So, remember na nagkakaroon ng polarity kasi nga dahil sa electronegativity. Diba? Mas mataas yung electronegativity, mas highly electronegative siya. Ibig sabihin, mas makakapag-attract siya ng mas maraming electron. So, para malaman yung polarity, you can subtract, okay, difference or subtract electronegativities. Okay? So, pag nasubtract mo yung electronegativities at ang sagot ay pumasok, syempre we get the absolute value. Pumasok sa 0 to 0.4, that is non-polar covalent. So, ibig sabihin, balance lang or equally distributed yung electron. Kapag ka naman pumasok sa 0.5 to 1.9, polar covalent. And then, kapag 2.0 and above, ionic. Okay? But there are times na pwede ka makakuha ng 1.9 o kaya 1.8 pero ionic. So, paano malalaman kung ionic? Remember that for ionic compound, this is combination of metal plus non-metal. So, pag may metal and non-metal, automatic yon, ionic yon. Okay? Hindi yun polar covalent. Kahit pa ang sagot ay 1.9. Pero binubuo siya ng metal and non-metal. Ionic yon. Okay? Another thing about this range, bond polarity and electronegativity, there are times na inconsistent itong table na to. Okay? So, halimbawa, carbon dioxide. So, pag kinumpute mo yun sa carbon dioxide, ang lalabas, polar covalent siya. Pero pag tiningnan mo yung molecule, non-polar covalent naman talaga siya. So, medyo nagiging inconsistent yung table na to. Kaya, ang ginagawa natin, we look at the molecular geometry, yung shape talaga nung electrons. Okay? So, ayan yung mga electronegativities, naka-round off to 1 decimal place. So, using their electronegativity, pag nasubtract mo na siya, so, halimbawa, ito, hydrogen and oxygen. This one is oxygen, this is hydrogen. 1.4 siya. So that means electronegativity difference gives the magnitude of the polar bond, okay, as shown by the arrow. So that means unequally distributed siya, at dahil mas mataas yung electronegativity ni oxygen, yung mga electrons mas naa-attract papunta kay oxygen. So yan yung use ng electronegativity. Tsaka kung titingnan mo yung range, we have here 1.4. So papasok siya sa saan? Sa polar covalent. So again, pag polar, that means may dipole. At ano yung dipole? Partial positive at saka negative. Okay? Yeah. So ayan, you can answer this. You just simply subtract. When we say net electronegativity, you just simply subtract their electronegativities. And then after that, yan, tingnan mo dito sa range. Kung polar, non-polar. Pero again, not all the time ginagamit natin to kasi nga meron siyang inconsistencies. So halimbawa, ayan. And also, remember na basta binubuo ng metal and non-metal, that is ionic compound. Yeah. Another way to determine the polarity is using their molecular geometry. So, eto. So, pag nakita mo yung mga moldjom nila, malalaman mo din yung polarity. So, ito yung mga molecular geometry. Dito. Ayan. Ito yun. So, yung molecular geometry nila, kapag ka mga non-polar or equal distribution, ayan, linear, trigonal planar, tetrahedral, square planar, trigonal bipyramidal, and octahedral. So, mapapansin mo na, ayan, linear din to. Ayan, na equally distributed yung electron kasi wala din silang lone pair. Except dito, yung square planar, may lone pair siya pero balance, symmetrical. Pag naman polar, aside sa may lone pair, gaya ng bent, trigonal pyramidal, ayan, so horse T-shape, square pyramidal, ito, ayan. Yung mga yan ay polar, ibig sabihin, meron silang net dipole. Ayan. Again molecular geometry ang basis, hindi electron geometry. So, ang pinaka-basis mo, may lone pair. Yung lone pair ba ay balance, and just like square planar and linear. If hindi naman, then that is automatically polar. So, we use 2D and 3D para malaman yung molecular geometry. Siyempre tayo, pag nagdo-drawing, 2D lang. We just simply draw yung, halimbawa, NH3. Kunin natin si nitrogen. Nitrogen may 5. Tapos magbaband siya sa 3 hydrogen. Ayan. So, hindi natin makita yung bending, yung pagkaka-bend or yung angle nila, 'di ba? Pero, madaling malalaman din naman kasi bibilangan mo lang din yung mga space na nasasakop niya. Ayan. So, halimbawa, yan, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kung yung electron geometry niya would be tetrahedral. Pero pag tinignan mo na yung molecular geometry, consider mo yung lone pair. 3 bond, 1 lone pair. Kapag sa electron geometry, ilan yung spaces or dimension na nasasakop niya. So, 4, automatic tetrahedral. Yan. Pero kung mapapansin nyo dito, ayan, may pagkaka-bend. Kahit hindi straight, okay lang din yan. Pero ito, parehas lang din siya dito. Okay? Same lang din yan. Ito namang ball and stick model, hindi natin napapakita yung lone pairs. Pero dahil sa pagkakabend nung hydrogen, you'll know na may lone pairs dito sa ibabaw. Hindi lang siya halata. 'Di ba? Pero dahil nag-bend ng ganon yung hydrogen, then that means may lone pair dyan. Para mo malalaman kung may lone pair, babalikan mo yung Lewis structure niya. So, knowing nitrogen would have 5 valence electrons. So, 1 dito na nagband na, 2, 3. Kulang pa siya ng 2. Kaya meron siya tong lone pair. Kapag naman naka-molecular shape, mapapansin nyo na meron ditong putol-putol na line. Tapos dito merong makapal. So, ito ay away. Palayo sa'yo. Ito naman ay forward. Ayan. So, papunta sa'yo. So, imagine nyo yung tripod. 'Di ba? Yung paanong tripod, merong nasa harapan mo towards you, merong pa side, at merong palikod. So, parang ganun siya. We use this thicker bond, and then itong line, just to indicate na yung isa is pa-backwards, parang ganito. Tapos yung isa pa forward, tapos yung isa side. So, ganun siya. Okay? So, what's the difference between electron pair geometry and molecular geometry? So, when we say, ayan. So, when we say electron pair geometry, we look at the bonding pair plus the lone pair. Okay? Pag molecular geometry, we look at the bonding pair and lone pair. Okay? So, ginagamit natin yung Lewis structure. So, balikan natin yung una kong example na nitrogen, ammonia, NH3. So, si nitrogen, may 5. Magbabond siya ngayon sa hydrogen. Ayan na yung NH3, di ba? Kung ang tinatanong ay electron pair geometry, so titingnan mo, ilan ngayon yung i-add natin to, yung lone pair tsaka yung bonding pair. Kumbaga yung dimension na nasasakop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kahit lone pair lang yun nandun or bond, counted siya as 1. So that is 4. Okay? So ang magiging electron pair geometry niya ay tetrahedral. Pero kung ang ito ay electron geometry. Pero kung ang tinatanong ay molecular geometry, titingnan naman natin ngayon ilan yung bond. Ilan yung bond? 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 bond, 1 lone pair. Okay? Tapos may isang lone pair. So, ang magiging shape niya ngayon ay trigonal. Ito. So, 3 bond. 1, 2, 3. Tapos isang lone pair. Trigonal, pyramidal. Okay? So, again, pag molecular geometry, tinitingnan natin yung ilang bonds at ilang lone pair. Kapag electron geometry, regardless of bond at saka lone pair, pag nakasakop yun ng space, 1 na agad yung bilang nun. Okay? So, ibig sabihin ito, again, electron geom, lahat ng space na nasasakop, everything around it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nag-take ng space yung lone pair. Kaya 4, so tetrahedral. Kapag naman molecular geometry, ilan yung bond? 3. Ilang lone pair? 1. Kaya trigonal, pyramidal. Okay? So, ayan. So, ano yung magiging guide to draw? Again, Lewis structure. Hindi naman specifically kailangan alam mo yung amount of angle. So, wala namang problema doon. You will just know na magkaiba yung amount of space na sinisakop ng lone pairs kumpara sa double bond at single bond. So, yun yung nakakaapekto sa angle. Okay? Yung angle para mag-bend. Bakit sila nagbe-bend? Kasi nga, magkaiba sila ng charge. So, they tend to repel. Okay? O kaya, magkapareha sila ng charge. Nagdadala ng negative. Tapos, ito may negative din. Tapos, ito pareha sila ng charge. So, they tend to repel each other. Kasi same sila ng charge. So, first is to draw the Lewis structure. Count the things around the atom. Ayan. Kapag ang tinatanong ay electron geometry, ang tinitingnan natin is lahat. Whether lone pair, bond, yan. So, ito ay tatlo na agad. Okay? Pero kung ang tinatanong ay molecular geometry, una mo hanapin ilan yung bond at ilan yung lone pair. Okay? So, ayan. So, things get as far apart as possible due to charges. Lone pair occupy more space than bond. So, halimbawa, ito, we have here the shape nito, carbon dioxide. So, ito may space. Tapos, ito ay another. So, dalawa lang siya. Okay? So, that is linear. And then, linear din yung kanyang electron geometry at molecular geometry. Dito naman, kung titingnan mo ang electron geometry niya at mole geom. So, kung titingnan mo yung kanyang electron geometry, ilan yung space na nasakop? So, should be 1, 2, 3. So, dahil tatlo, trigonal planar. Okay? Pero kung titingnan mo naman ang kanyang molecular geometry, dalawang bond, isang lone pair, kaya bent. So, ayun siya. So, again, here we write trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. Kasi, and then dito is bent. 2 bonds and 1 lone pair. So, ayan. Given naman yung table. So, madaling malaman. So, always remember yung polarity din. Kasi kailangan din siya sa next lesson. Polar and, non-polar and polar. So, another way para mas maalala nyo yung kung polar or non-polar is yung symmetry. Pag symmetrical, non-polar. Babalik tayo sa definition na ito ay equal distribution. Ito na pala. Distribution of electrons. Okay? So, ito siya. Equal distribution of electrons. Yan. Kapag naman asymmetrical, ibig sabihin, hindi na balance yung shape. So, that is an equal distribution. So, that means polar. Meron siyang dalawang pole, positive at saka negative pole. Ano-ano yung mga shape na symmetrical? So, ito yon yun nandun sa table kanina. Linear, trigonal, planar, tetrahedral, and so on. For polar, unequal distribution, ito yung may mga lone pairs. Lone pairs na hindi symmetrical. Okay? Ito kasing square planar, may lone pair din yan eh. Pero, symmetrical. So, example, bent, trigonal planar, trigonal pyramidal, T-shape, square pyramidal. So, this one is dalawang bond, tapos may dalawang lone pair. Kung titingnan mo yung electron geometry niya, ilan yun? 4. So, tetrahedral. Pero, kung titingnan mo yung mole geom, dalawang bond, dalawang lone pair, bent yan. Okay? So, ito, anong electron joum nito? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, tetrahedral. Pero dahil tatlong bond at isang lone pair, trigonal, pyramidal yung kanyang mole joum. Okay? Trigonal, pyramidal. Ito naman, 1, 2, 3, 4. May apat na bond, apat na space din. So, that is tetrahedral. Ano naman yung kanyang molecular geometry? Kanyang molecular geometry, wala naman lone pair. So, tetrahedral din. Okay? So, ayan. Okay? So, ito pwede nyong alalahanin, pero hindi naman tayo after sa angles nila. Okay? Pero ito, para matandaan. Kapag tatlo yung atom, so ano yung example ng tatlo yung atom? Halimbawa, H2O. Okay? So, may lone pair ba yung H2O? Yes. So, kung yes, bent. Diba? Carbon dioxide, CO2. May lone pair ba yung central atom? Diba ang itsura niyan? Ito yung carbon. Magbabond siya sa oxygen. Tapos magbabond siya sa oxygen. Ayan, wala siyang lone pair. So, that means linear. For atoms naman, ito, kung may lone pair o wala, pag wala, trigonal planar. Pagka meron, trigonal pyramidal. Pero ano lang to, mga palatandaan. Pero para mas madali, ito na lang yung kabisid. Familiar na lang dito sa table. Given naman yan anyway. Okay, next. Ayan yung mga repulsion lang, tsaka yung amount of angle. So, walang problema. So, ayun. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, halimbawa, this one is NH3 ammonia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kapag electron joum na 4, that means trigonal, tetrahedral. Okay, ayan siya, tetrahedral. Pero kung titingnan mo yung mole joum, trigonal pyramidal kasi may lone pair. So, ito yung may simulation. Ayan, familiar na lang din dito. This one is linear. So, tingnan mo yung shape. Tapos, wala namang lone pair. Ilan yung bonding domains? Dalawa. Ilan yung non-bonding or yung lone pair? Wala. So, linear. Ito naman, sulfur dioxide. So, kung titingnan mo, si sulfur, ayan. So, meron pa siyang lone pair dito. Okay? Kasi meron siyang 6 valence electron, diba? So, yung dalawa, nag-bond na kay oxygen. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, dahil dito, sa space na nasasakop nito, nagbe-bend yung itong dalawa. They tend to move away from each other. So, nagbe-bend din siya dito. Ganyan. Okay. So, yan. Tingnan yung bonding domains. And, babalik tayo doon. So, dahil bent siya at meron siyang lone pair, polar. Okay? So, polar ang kanyang polarity. Next, this one. Is this polar or non-polar based on the shape? May 2 bonding domains. May 2 lone pair. So, kung titingnan natin, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaya siya tetrahedral. Bent kasi may dalawang bond. Tapos may lone pair. Tingnan nyo dun sa table. So, that's bent. Okay? Is this polar or non-polar? Let's check. That is polar. Bakit? Unequally distributed kasi yung kanyang kanyang electrons. this should be CH4. Sorry. CH4 yan. Ayan. CH4, obviously, mayroong 4 bonding domains. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that means tetrahedral. Wala namang lone pair, so tetrahedral din. Is the electron equally distributed? Yes. So, non-polar. Boron trifluoride. So, ayan si boron. Meron siyang 3 valence electron. Magbabond sa fluorine. So, 1, 2, 3. Trigonal planar. Walang lone pair. Trigonal planar. Is this symmetrical? Yes. So, pag symmetrical, non-polar. Next, ammonia, which we use paulit-ulit na. So, ayan, tetrahedral, trigonal, pyramidal, and polar. Kasi may lone pair. So, to summarize, polar molecules, ito yung equally distributed, cannot contain non-polar bond. So, kapag polar na siya, automatic, may dalawa na yung pole, positive or negative. Non-polar molecule can contain polar bonds. Okay, so pag non-polar naman siya, at times meron siyang polar bonds. Molecule that has only non-polar, kapag non-polar lang yung bond niya, hindi siya pwedeng maging polar molecules. Okay, so you look at the distribution of atom. So, ayan, practice, gawin yung Lewis dot structure. Okay? So, i-recall muna yung paano mag-illustrate ng Lewis dot structure. How to know the central atom. Central atom, yung less electronegativity. Paano pag dalawa na sila? Which atom would have lesser valence electron? So, yun yung mas need ng bond. So, paano pagka tatlo? Always remember na si hydrogen ay hindi nagiging central atom. Always terminal atom. Okay? So, hydrogen is always terminal atom. So, ako siya ilalagay. So, hydrogen, terminal, always terminal atom. Okay? So, halimbawa, ito. Hindi na agad pwede si hydrogen. Dito ka na sa dalawang mamimili. Okay? So, ayan. So, look at the electronegativity. Yung mas mababa, yun yung central atom. Tingnan ilan yung valence electron nila. Ayan. So, ayan. Tingnan natin. Nitrogen trifluoride. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, tetrahedral. 3 bond, 1 lone pair, trigonal, pyramidal. So, may lone pair, polar. Next, boron trifluoride, 1, 2, 3, trigonal planar. Walang lone pair, trigonal planar. Equally distributed or symmetrical, non-polar. Ethane. Okay, so, tetrahedral. Bakit naging tetrahedral? Ito yan. Okay, so, tingnan natin. Yan, tetrahedral, tetrahedral, and then non-polar. So, we consider this as the central of atom. Ayan, sulfur dioxide, obviously, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so, tatlo na sila, trigonal planar. Pero kung titingnan ng Moldjom, 2 with 1 lone pair bent. And then, polar, kasi unequal asymmetrical, may lone pair dito. Fluorine gas, ito yung mga diatomic molecules. Anyways, yung mga diatomic molecules. Remember, have no fear of ice cold beer. Have no fear of ice cold beer or brew. Ayan. So, yan mga yan ay always linear, non-polar. Okay. Yan, ammonia. Several times used. Boron trichloride. Ayan. So, again, to know the central atom, mas mababa yung electronegativity. And then, para malalaman ilang dots, look at the valence electron. In this case, si boron, meron siyang 3 valence electron. Ngayon, ilan pa need niya para maging stable? Kailangan pa niya ng 5. Pero exempted sa rule yan si boron. As long as nakumpleto niya na yung pag-bond niya sa chlorine, then ang maging stable ngayon, yung terminal atom, walang problema. Stable na siya with 3 na bonding domains. Chloromethane, ayan din siya. Paano ito naging polar? Wala naman siyang valence electron. This one, okay, yung hydrogen, laging 2 lang. Pero si chlorine kasi would still carry how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Hindi pa rin equal distribution ng electrons. Kasi kay chlorine, kumbaga kung titingnan mo yung weight ng electrons dun sa taas na bond sa chlorine, highly electronegative pa din siya. So, ayun. So, that means polar. Again, balik sa definition, unequal distribution of electron. And formaldehyde, CH2O. Ayan. So, ayan, balikan to. If you want to familiarize this, okay lang din. Pero I suggest, ito lang din siya. Kapag electron jump, again, yung mga nasasakop niya lang. Everything around it. 3, ito, 4, ganyan. Okay? Kapag naman mole jump, titingnan may lone pair ba o wala. Ayan. So, for your practice exercise, try to draw the Lewis structure and then the molecular geometry. Draw the Lewis structure, identify the electron jump, mole jump, and polarity. Yun lang.